Howdy y'all, welcome to the Hang'em High Hunters office. I'm Bryce, still working on the office a little bit. I'm actually sitting on a archery target right now because I don't have a chair, but we're going to get this done. Today I wanted to go over calling turkeys using a diaphragm call. I'm going to be demonstrating with Rocky Mountain hunting calls. This one's called the one-eyed tweet. It is my bread and butter. I'm most confident using this call, and confidence equals success. So that's the one I'm using. First off, the baseline of turkey calling is the yelp. If you haven't used these before, when you first put it in your mouth, you're gonna hack and gag and salivate and slobber and make weird noises. Don't be discouraged by that. Practice, practice, practice. And if you keep practicing, one of those days you'll wake up and throw this in your mouth and it'll feel more natural and you'll start making good sounds, and then you'll get excited. So practice, practice, practice is very important. With that said, be kind and courteous to the people that you live with. Don't be starting fights with roommates or getting divorces from significant others, or even getting grounded by your parents or your stuff taken away, because you will annoy the crap out of people practicing this. I recommend going on a walk, driving around. Whenever you're driving around by yourself, stick this thing in and just go to town against the windshield, because they never complain. So the yelp, that's what we're going to start with. There's a couple different words, I guess, that people will tell you to try and coach you into moving your mouth the right way to get that airflow across the reed and make the right sound. Yelp is one of them. Yawp, cop, all that kind of stuff. Figure out which word maybe works for you. I'm a yawp guy, so here's my yelp. You'll notice when I'm doing that, I'm working the volume, starting out soft and then raising that volume up. If you haven't used these, when you first get it, it's only probably going to be loud. That's all right. You'll figure out the volume as you keep learning it. So I think it is important, though, that you figure out how to adjust that volume and maybe even keep it soft the whole time. When those toms come in and they're looking, you don't want to be loud. If they can't see a hen there because it's so loud, they think it's going to be right in their face. They don't see a hen, they're going to take off. They're going to walk away from you. So figure out that range of volume. It's pretty important. That was the yelp. We'll move on now to the cut. I think the cutting is probably the second most important call that you figure out, that you learn. Cutting is a short, sharp note. You don't want to be what we call flat cutting and it be the same short, sharp note every time. Again, it's just like a yelp volume and stuff. You want to find the different pitches and the different levels inside of it and mix it up. So here's my cut. When I cut, I say puck, kinda, I guess, or a p word. Some people will say cut, cluck, puck, pluck. Figure out which one works for you. I'm a p guy because it really makes that sharpness at the beginning of the note for me, and then I can cut it off real quick, obviously, at the end. So that was my cut. What do we got? Yelp, cut. We'll go over a kiki real fast. A kiki is usually at the beginning, before a yelp, and there's not a word that I could say to coach you into helping it. It's more of like a whistle. sorry, I always want to bring my hand up to my face because that's what I do in the field. It feels more natural that way, and I think I'm better at it that way for some reason. But anyways, you'll notice before you start yelping, it's kind of like a wee 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 yelp 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 yelp. Kicking probably not as important as cutting. I would recommend learning the yelp and learning the cut. Two most important ones. Yelp for sure. Cutting is definitely important though. And then the kiki kind of makes it fancy, I guess. After that, we're going to go into a purr. Purring is hard. Three main ways that I know people make a purr. The best one that I've heard is you got that little hang down thing in the back of your throat. People can make that thing move around and get that Chewbacca noise, if I would call it. I can't do that. I start hacking and gagging, and next thing you know, I've scared every dang bird in the county out. So the way that I do it is rolling my tongue. The disadvantage to doing it this way is it makes an extra noise that you have to learn how to cover up. I don't think that I'm very good at purring yet, but I'll give it my best shot here. Purring, you'd never want to be loud. It's always a soft call. I use purr most of the time when a turkey is hung up just out of range, or maybe he's stuck behind a bush and you can't get a clear shot, and you're gonna just try and get him to move just a little bit or stick his head up for you, something like that. That's when I use a purr a lot. Yeah, so it's always a soft call on the purrs. And then last but not least, we have the gobble. The super hardest call to learn on a diaphragm is a gobble. The way that I attempt to do it, because I'm horrible at it, I'm still practicing it myself, I'm not a professional at all, is the best way I can explain it is push my tongue into my teeth and then back it off, and do that as fast as you can. I'm kind of saying tucka, so it's and then you get that as fast as you can. But you got to remember that you're all the while trying to maintain that airflow across this reed to make a noise, and that's what makes it so difficult, I think. Anyways, here is my sad attempt at gobbling. Like I said, I'm horrible at it. But I'm going to keep practicing, and one of these days I'll be good, and then I'll make a video about how good I am. The gobble. If I'm in the field, there's a cheater way to do it. You might love this. I love it. I hate the fact that it's the only way that I can do it, because I do consider it a cheater way, but it works. And so instead of putting this thing all the way into my mouth, what you're going to do is slip it up in between your top lip and your teeth and hold it there like that. Simple, simple, simple. With that way, I definitely like putting my hands over my mouth, getting that reverberation, kind of helps it sound more natural. Again, you don't have to blow super hard or anything like that. It's all about just kind of getting that air across that reed and stopping and starting and stopping and starting as fast as you can. So there's the gobble. I'm a big fan of the Rocky Mountain Hunting Calls line. Like, follow, subscribe, hit me up. I can get you a discount code to get you started if Rocky Mountain Hunting Calls is the route that you guys want to take. Also, follow Rocky Mountain Hunting Calls pages. They're always dropping new gear, giving out tips and tricks, different outfitters and hunters on there that use their stuff, telling you how they do stuff. I am by no means a professional, but I am very successful every turkey season with my hunters, and this is what I use right here. So, like I said, like, follow, and share. Thanks for being here. Get out there, hunt hard, and hang 'em high.